Hi everyone, we're back here with Pathfinder Kingmaker. We've just got the spear of Nettles Crossing, the zombie here, and back to Oleg's. Just leveled up to level 5. I did a recap in the last episode, and I was comparing the previous one that had a corrupted save to this one, and kill the Stag Lord over 4 hours quicker with this one, 9 episodes quicker as well. So that's something. That was the wolves. I could go and kill the wolves. Could do that, then come to here, and then go to there. Kill the manticore. Because I've got no time limit now, so I might as well do that. Right, no, that's whereabouts, isn't it? Do I remember? They'll probably chew me alive. Okay, so let's go up to here. That's the loot I dropped off. Well, that's the loot I dropped off. That's the shambling mound, which will eat me. Looks so funny running like that. Okay.
All according.
Oh no, let's try out this
I am yours to command.
valley. Let's turn on when we get close. Dazzling display. It takes so long to do that.
I know the way.
What's up there? Oh, it goes up to the Mites entrance. The Talon coin. Don't mind if I do.
I'll go ahead.
More elk. That goes down to here. Oh, does it? Megalosaurus. Oh no, Rexy though.
We will be victorious! My training pays off.
Okay.
In due time.
Then hiding in here next to the trees and the undergrowth.
Follow my lead.
There we are. Good outlook. The beast before is unusually large. His eyes especially angry. Its menacing grin might almost be taken for a smirk. Greetings, traveller. Before you draw your weapon, I wish to say I see no reason for a feud in between us. might even be of some use to each other. Wait, why is this wolf talking? Is it magical or something? I'm no wolf female. I am warg. Surprising, you can live to your age without learning the difference. But it's never too late to teach a lesson to an insolent two-legged morsel. The beast slowly licks its teeth. And maybe, who you call a morsel, you pelt? She believes that the beast, a hand on a sword. You say we could be useful to each other. Bring me someone delicious. 3 or 4 bodies would be enough, and I, signing gratitude, to tell you where an old traveller buried his chest. An old traveller, you say? Very old, lean and flavourless traveller. The warg grins, almost smiling. Nope. As you wish, but consider my offer. You may yet think of something. Who are you? Kingmaker Gravuk. I've lived far longer than the rulers of these foolish tribes. I've seen much and eaten many. What do you know of the war between the kobolds and the mites? Only that my pack enjoys it. The warg snorts and licks his lips. Of course, I only eat fresh meat. Your words will not save you, monster. This creature is filled with irredeemable evil. Surrender may guide my blade. We cannot leave such dangerous animals to live in our future lands. Slay the beast. Good. I love fresh meat. So, how about from behind? Oh, it worked. Got scared. Nice. Didn't know we take any damage. Jesus.
I know the way.
It'd be a lot worse if those 3 wolves didn't get scared. Things about fearing enemies, they run off and they can drag others in as well. Right, cheers them for. They're down here, aren't they, those ones? Yeah. So I can do this. Is that just a quick one down? Probably goes down to here, doesn't it? Well, I'll go up to here and see what that is. If I miss something. Because I can't remember. Up here. Maybe I should get this. Yeah. Remember getting that. Something up here. Yes, there is. Natural armor +1. Lovely. You've got 23 armor, you've got 21, you've got 19. +2 against errors. Probably you. Mighty Fist +1. No one's unarmed, are they? If I could give it to you, I would do. But I can't. Okay. Let's see where this one takes me then. Probably just down to here. I think I might leave the whereabouts. Because I think there's quite a few of them. Maybe, I can't remember. No, it's just here, yeah, of course. Well, that way then. Back up we go.
That was easy.
It was, yeah. Now we've got the skills and the points. Let's collect all that. Ooh, just overloaded. About 200 over. Damn it. $14. There were 100. Okay. $12, $25, $6, $2. Get rid of a few extras. There we go. 14 gold. For £35, no, it's not worth it. Oh, the 13 pounds. I'm sure I should have done that. Well, I did do that. Okay. Everyone's tired. Well, let's get to Ratlock Hill. That's with Ron Wise, can't remember that. Let's rest up. Let's go hunting again. And we've got 6. Who's good for hunting? You are. Best cook, you. Best camouflage. Probably me. Need someone to help. You're okay at that. You're okay at that.
Listen, Octavia, where you're from, do they also treat women like garbage?
I don't remember my home too well, but in Numeria, where I grew up, they treated everyone like dirt, men and women alike. I don't even know which one's worse.
2 hours, that's cool. Okay. Let's have a quick poke my nose in here.
All according to plan.
I will need a protection. From poison, definitely.
I'll go ahead.
It doesn't go ding anymore. Maybe I've turned it off.
Done and done! I did as you asked.
I know the way.
Expecting a trap to explode. Decent experience though.
did as you asked.
Follow my lead.
Mutilated body looks like it's eaten by some rodents. I've missed a bit here. Okay. So where do you go there then? Oh, the body there. Don't seem to be moving very fast. Are they overloaded? Or they're heavy, that's why. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't go walk into that trap.
In due time.
Oh, nice.
I know the way.
Really should go and dump it all off an Oleg, shouldn't I? Maybe come back here another time.
Done and done.
Moved up a little bit from that. Get here. Do a bless. Where's the bless? Here.
You think that
Who else gonna get Gaffron Bless? No, I don't want that. Or do I? No. Not reduced. It's got to be a wilderness injury. Damage reduction 10 except for silver. That's an alchemist one. He's throwing bombs at us. Right.
This should do it.
Repent!
What are you doing? Why did that turn off?
This won't kill me.
Yeah, I think I'll have to leave this for another time.
Survive. I always
Just can't hit them because of damage reduction. Yeah. Yep. I remember it was a bad idea to come here. So I'll leave them alone and I'll go over here and go home. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Disarm the traps though. That's good experience. Might have just got to Oleg's then. Don't want too much wandering around with carrying all that weight. So I can do these after the coronation. Well, to get my barony, I guess. I'd have to go out and claim stuff and do all this stuff anyway.
I need catch my breath.
Shut up. You're almost home. I need some more water. How long have I been recording? 20 minutes. Okay. I still don't know how that works. Whenever a creature hits you with a natural or unarmed strike, it takes 1.5 damage. Not with the weapon damage though. Okay. I don't think anyone's going to be unarmed, but you never know. Best of a wait, Oleg. I plan to set off right away. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait till it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Rostov.
I tire.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the stolen lands and return with the Stag Lord's head, but I knew you could handle it.
Oh, did you know?
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baroness before the High Society of Rostov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the stolen lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler. But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections. Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Aldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Cecil, a young half-orc with impeccable poise, forms a textbook perfect bow. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
Now, what kind of game are you playing? I think I have the right to know.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
Well, I'm going to fill up my glass of water. Why don't you tell me about it while I mute this?
What's now called Brevoy was originally two different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the two states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
I wasn't away. I wasn't paying attention.
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Sertova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Aldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread. and that thread grows ever weaker.
What do I need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Aldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the Royal House Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be. Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Surtova, the former kings of Issia, but their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Surtova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
What role do I play in your plans?
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly, and the Surtovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going? The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Maegor Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
Don't the Sword Lords have any other foreign allies capable of playing this role?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Aldori, the descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Issians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
What part does Restov play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius.
If Natalia is here already, why did she let you grant me the title?
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Surtova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a Baroness, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so. Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Issians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Surtovas. The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Issians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Surtovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
What happens next?
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
Thanks, Basil Exposition.
I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
Okay, let's go and speak to the guests. I do need an envoy, actually.
Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
That just sounded a bit rude. Feast in times of pestilence. A ludicrous attempt to sink into reverie. To digress from contemplating one's own insignificance. Him, you certainly are the life of the party. And it's Drelev. The man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath him. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Heinrich Drelev, he says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron, and you must be the Stag Lord Butcher. I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name. But he took out the Stag Lord in his gang, and so the Sword Lord Jamandi has granted you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My landslide to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbours now. Yes, I defeated the Stag Lord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your new dominion? A smirk across the Baron's face. Don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi was simply given all the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so I had to urgently make barons of the likes of you and Varn. So you've no army and no special merits. You were just given land for being pretty. Under other circumstances, have you whipped for such words? Well, let's not ruin Lady Aldora's celebration, If you want so badly to measure merits, we could do so another time. Bye. Not even Dane's reply. Baron Drelev turns around and looks away. I've worked with people like you. Guess who got sacked first? Yeah, people like you. And I walked out the job after I got you sacked. Octavia? Try the eclairs, they're delicious. They make you fat, Octavia. Where can go? Ah, to victory. To freedom. Bottoms up. Bottoms up, yes. Okay, fair enough. Zvanky Keeg. A handsome man with a beaten face grasps your hand tightly in his rough, calloused palms. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a symbol of Erastil, made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory, he says in a deep voice. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Zvanky Keeg, High Priest of Erastil of Rostov. I saw how you fought beside Jamandi that night. Your god granted you impressive power. Yes, I used to serve Erastil on the battlefield, but those days are long past. Now I call on his power to heal those who have fallen from the roof more often than anyone wounded by a sword. Of course, someone has to roam the forest to slay the monsters, but I'm more useful to my congregation here, attending to more mundane affairs like hospitals, shelters, and charity fairs. Bringing the Lord to stolen lands is a difficult endeavour. I'll be grateful for any help you could spare. This is truly a noble undertaking. I believe our community will be able to provide you with reasonable assistance. We'll be able to help you construct a shrine in your capital free of charge. Nice one. Do many people in Restov venerate Erastil? They revere many gods in Restov. They pray to Abadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the Stag God has the largest congregation here, and no wonder. People here have lived off the farm and hunting for centuries. You're dressed surprisingly simply for such a festive occasion. The corners of the priest's mouth turn up in a faint smile. The nobles dress in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. Priests wear simple robes to stand out from the nobles. It's honoured to meet you. Goodbye. The rest will keep you. Castle and stuff. Oh, it's the tiefling kinetic skill. What's the name? Goes with K.
Will you drink with me?
Casey. It's the one with the red eyes. The tiefling you met during the Battle of Jamandi, and always mentioned. As she draws near, she places one of the cups of wine she's holding in hand. It's the fire one. Of course. To beauty.
To beauty. It sweetens our happy days and brings solace to our dark and sorrowful ones.
She smiles and taps her cup to yours.
But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know the words I said in our conversation with Lady Aldery might have offended you, but this was not my intention. The lessons life has dealt me were not easy. I've learned to be wary of new acquaintances, which is why I've refused to join your party. I hope you will forgive me for this weakness and for my harsh words. And I hope you will hear me out, for I have something to tell you.
No need to apologise. I wanted a bit of both. There's nothing to apologise for. But that's me. I want half of that and half of this, please. Apology accepted. What did you want to tell me?
As it happens, I came across some very valuable information. What brave conqueror of these wild lands wouldn't be intrigued by news of an ancient shrine, possibly full of great treasures? A place such as this was discovered by my old friends from Kadira, and it just so happens to be located in the lands that today become rightfully yours. My friends lack the courage to enter the shrine and seek the treasure, but what will stop us? We who know the taste of battle and have been singed by the same fire.
Here she stops, looking at you expectantly. What can be better than a treasure hunt? I'm ready.
I'm sure you'd like to finally gain your official title and celebrate your victory. And I don't like noisy parties and ceremonies. Find me when you return to your dominion. I'll rent a house in your capital. We can discuss the details of our expedition there.
She laughs quietly, fiddling with the cup.
So long, friend. I'll call you so today because soon enough, all you'll be hearing is, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace.
Saluting you with the cup, the tiefling girl steps back and disappears in the shadows between the columns. That wasn't stepping back, that was walking through me. But okay. She's a DLC person. I think it's the first DLC, I think. Truth be told, I'm not really comfortable here. I lost my taste for high society. Jesus Christ, Valerie. You're uptight about being ex-paladin. He's just miserable. I suppose it's a good take on all the standard ropes for party members. Someone is morose all the time. That's not outside the trope. Pretty standard with a twist. Aloof elf is undead. That's slightly outside the trope. Because there's a feast, I show them some real festivities if they'd let me. Well, I believe you, Lindsay. Pour up to the brim, so that oh, must be drunk. I forgot the line. Megavan. This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. There's a few pale scars across his face, his dark hair is drawn into an unkempt ponytail, with a few streaks of grey running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. Let me introduce myself. I'm Megavan, the new ruler of Dunswood, your neighbour to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a Baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team. How did you get the title, Baron? Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi Aldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Barling host. You heard of us? Nope, no matter. We've done work for Jamandi before. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared up the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a bounty and land to own. It was a dream job. How do you feel being a noble? Looking at his rich clothes, Varn smirks. Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters. It's the first time I've strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. He nods towards an arrogant man near the corner of the room. See that? Lad? Baron Drelev. He's not like us. Who knows what generation of Baron he is? Didn't even shake my hand. You and me? We're like dirt beneath his boots. That's why those like us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise he'd take my land and yours in the blink of an eye. Yeah, I know. Talk to him. He's a dick. Nice meeting you. Farewell. Goodbye. Once you're settled in, come pay us a visit. I will. Miri? The wine is alright. Nice and strong. But the appetite is barely a mouthful. Tristan? These people are not just celebrating. It seems their feast has given them new hope. Is it part 1? Satova and Chandra Merve. Natalia Satova is discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing you, she breaks into a sugary sweet smile. You're not only tough, but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform me of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Brevoy and not be a peaceful process. They lack the strength, currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Restov to honour you. Well, I wouldn't count on that. Even that, really. Is this a threat? I would never. I would simply wish to warn you, in case you don't fully realise the fate that awaits you and your barony. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be align yourself with the lawful rulers of Brevoy, the noble houses. Although you won't dare to rebel, knowing they're immediately entrapped. You could help Brevoy avoid a civil war, while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy, Casil. What a racist piece of shit. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Merve, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Brevoy's politics than any brawler could be. The old woman standing next to Natalia gives a slight bow. I'd be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations with Brevoy. I'll consider that proposal. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions. Okay, Joseph and Casil. Let's talk to Casil. Today's a historic day for Restov, maybe for all of Brevoy. Joseph Selemius, who's the mayor of this town. An older man with full sideburns looks at you with interest through a golden eyeglass. Well now, there isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Gerando. You pulled this off quite cleverly. I confess I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. Even bet a bottle of my best Pataxian wine against you, but I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Adori have always been adept at finding new talent. We haven't been introduced. So it would seem, I'm Joseph Selemius. I'm the Lord Mayor of Restov, of all this town and adjacent lands. As your northern neighbour, I hope you can look forward to a long and fruitful friendship. So you rule Restov. What about the Eldori? Brevoy's politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many. Here in this part of Rossland, the spirit of the northern freedom still lives. My lord to the throne, of course, may the gods prolong his life of his highness, but here, far away from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life, especially important now, after certain events I probably don't need to name. The Eldori sword lords used to rule Rossland. They're still the largest landowners and main military force in the region. It's not for nothing that Restov is called a free city. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considered not by their lineage, but by their own merits. What kind of events are you talking about? Gives you a patronising smile. Why, an aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house of Garvia. Can you imagine it? Old man Corell conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It's a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear in thin air. But once that exact thing happened, it turned out nobody was ready for it. Poof! All over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared without a trace. Nobody knows what happened. It is a mystery, but a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. How are things in Restov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers, the population grows, citizens are happy. Well, recently, especially after the disappearance of House Magavia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing. People are talking about the most shocking things, but those sorts of rumours aren't worthy of your attention. It's nice meeting you. Bye. Please, wait a moment. You're young Barony, will need resources to establish yourself. And from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organise a supply of everything you need for construction and spread out the cost on extremely favourable terms. Yeah, favourable to you. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favour. Until you repay the debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through the Restov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? Thanks for the offer, but no, I can't accept it. It's your choice, of course. I just figured I'd mention it. Okay, goodbye. The feeling's mutual, I assure you. Look forward to hearing more of your dazzling successes soon. Bloody microphone stands right in the middle of my eyesight. I'll fix it after this episode. Which will end pretty soon. 47 minutes, yeah. Right, let's talk to Jamandi.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Before we begin, I'd like to talk about the envoy I'll be taking with me.
My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Yep.
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care.
There's another guy down there sitting at the table. I didn't talk to him because I forgot. He's another possibility. He's in one of the other noble houses. Not as popular as her, but is another noble house who acts like that dickhead Baron. I'm ready for the ceremony.
Excellent. Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward.
Why am I the only person kneeling? Those two aren't.
The people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Is this the walkthrough now, or...?
Victory! The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Okay. Well, I'll end this episode here. And next episode, we'll have an introduction to our capital village. That's all it is at the moment. And move on from there. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye now.